Hey everyone, how are you? Have you ever wondered what is a programming language? I am going to tell you what is a programming language, not just a definition, but the internal details about it. So that if somebody asks you what is a programming language, you can answer like an engineer. You will know about the internal details of what exactly is a programming language. Let us first go through the definition and then we will understand the nitty-gritty internal details about it. Basically, when you define a programming language, it is just a system or a software, anything, any system or any software that can help us to instruct or communicate to a computer or a machine. That's it. That's the complete definition. There is nothing to add here. Anything, any system or a software that can help us to instruct something or communicate something to our machine to perform a certain task, that can be a programming language or a program. For example, if there is a computer, right? Now you want this computer to perform a very simple task. What is 2 plus 3? Obviously, you know the output is 5. You know the answer. But what a computer wants? There is a person, let us say we are the person, and we want the computer to perform 2 plus 3. We are going to instruct this computer to perform this task, right? Now, if we just say this computer to perform this task, how are we going to say this? How are we going to communicate this? We are actually going to instruct this computer through a software or a programming language. Let us say we use a software called as calculator. We instruct this calculator to perform 2 plus 3. This instruction will go to the computer, it will perform the operation, it will calculate the output and it will return the output to us. Basically, the calculator app is going to return the output. This calculator app, you can call it as a software, but this software internally uses a programming language. We use programming language to create this particular software, which is called as calculator. So we are basically instructing our machine to perform a certain task using this programming language. We have written a program to create a calculator software. Now let me try to explain you in a better way in something which you can relate. Let us say there is a person who can understand English. He only knows this language. And there are three more person. This person knows French, this person knows German, and this person knows Hindi. Now, if these three person want to communicate something to the person who just know English, and let us say they want to perform certain task. Let us say they just want to ask what is 2 plus 3. That is what they want to ask. Let us say all the three person want to ask the same question. The French guy will ask the question in French. The German guy will ask the question in German. The Hindi guy will ask the question in Hindi. This English guy, he will be confused what to answer. Although he knows what is 2 plus 3, he will not be able to answer because he doesn't even understand the instructions or the communication given by these three guys. But if I put a system here, and this system can do the translation from French to English, from German to English, and from Hindi to English. So what can happen is these three person will not communicate to English. They will communicate with this software package, or let us say this is a person who can do the translation. So they will communicate with this particular package or the person that ask this third person or the fourth person, I would say, ask this fourth person what is 2 plus 3. So basically this translator is going to translate the language and ask the questions or the communication given by these three person. It will find the answer and it will provide the answer to the translator that it is 5. The translator will give back the response in French, in German, and in Hindi. This is exactly what a programming language do. This is the programming language and these are the person and this is the computer. That's what happened here as well. This was the computer. This was something which can translate our instruction and give it to the computer. And this is the person who wants to instruct something to the computer to perform certain tasks. Now let me give you an example of programming languages. This is the machine, this is the computer, and there are certain programming languages. For example, Python, Java, C, C++, we have JavaScript, we have Ruby, we have Rust, right? We have lots of programming language, but the concept is going to be same. If this machine is there and you want that this machine performs certain task, let us say it performs calculation. If you want this machine to perform a calculation, you will have to give some instruction to the machine. You can use these languages to give the instruction to the machine to perform a certain task. Now what will happen, there will be an interpreter or the software, the actual software which is called Python or Java or C++ or whatever is a programming language. There is an interpreter. You write your code, you write your instructions in Python or Java or C++. Those instructions are converted in some other form. Basically those instructions are converted into something called as machine code. This machine code is something which this machine can understand. So you write your code in Python, Java or C++ or C, your Python system or Python software or Java or C++, whatever is the interpreter or the compiler, that will convert your language to something which the machine can directly understand, called as machine code or machine language. Now this machine will perform certain tasks to find the output, and this machine can give back the output to us, right? Now when the machine gives the output back, this is not going to give the output back in the machine code. This is going to give the output back in something which we can understand. That's exactly what happened here as well, right? if the French person asks what is 2 plus 3, and this translator translates it to English and it gives the response in English, and if the translator gives the response back to French person in English, then this person will not be able to understand the output. So the input is also translated and the output is also translated in something which the party can understand, which the system can understand. What English can understand, English is going to receive that input. What French can understand, French is going to receive that output. And that's exactly what happens in a programming language as well. Programming language is something which can take your instructions and give it to the machine to perform the certain task, and then it can accept the output and give back the output in such a way which a user can understand. So that is exactly what a programming language is all about. There is nothing more to understand about it. It's just a system that can help us to talk to our computer to perform certain tasks. So guys, I think that's it for this video. I hope this video has explained you what exactly is a programming language, and if it did, if you got to know something, then make sure that you hit that like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel as of now, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. I want to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this one.